come and sabotage.
I just remembered I didn't lock the car and the sun's going down. We get back there and the car doesn't start. Well, no one will see this anyway, so it doesn't matter.
That's true. If somebody finds this, what's happened to us?
Yeah. Alright, so a lot of the times when we're trying to find free camps for the night, we obviously use our phones and we use wiki camps. Something that we've found a lot lately is that a lot of these places that have got like rest stops for the RVs and they've got the dump points and toilets and things like that are always really crowded with everyone traveling these days. So what we often do is when we're looking at our maps on wiki camps is that we often find ones that are just before these big rest stops. And if you can see here, I'll just zoom in. But you can see, no, you won't be able to see it. That's all right, I'll put a thing up. Oh, bugs. You can see that there's usually stops just before where we go. And we've come down and we've found this little spot down here. It's got a track, it's got old fire pits, so people have been down here. It's not like we're on private property or anything like that. And it's just so peaceful. There's no one here at all. And just over the way there, over that river, is where we went in yesterday and there would have been about 15 vans all jammed in there, and we're just over the other side of the river. Perfect spot. We had a fire here last night. Beautiful. So don't just go on what wiki camps say, have a bit of a look around, use your maps, and you can find some real gems. Right, so we did a bit of a drive up here to Wyndham to the Five Rivers Lookout. Tried to get the sunset, but we were just a little bit too late. But still, the colours that are splaying out over here are absolutely beautiful. You can see there's an old town site down there, and there's still still be a working refinery or something down there. But anyway, I'm no expert. But how beautiful is this? Absolutely gorgeous. And the kids have even found a couple of little rock wallabies jumping around on this edge down here, so that's always pretty cool as well. I don't know if you'll be able to see them or not.
There's wallabies. They look cute, aren't they? Yeah.
Just there.
Aww. There's 4. There's actually 4.
Ari, get back on this side, please. They're so little and cute.
Oh, there's one sitting on the wall. Are you a rock wallaby? Oh, that's a weird one. Anyhow, definitely a good little spot to come up and have a look. Getting up here is really fun too, because it's a really tight, windy, steep track. So no caravans up here, just got to unhook to get up here, but it's good fun. Coming down might be fun. Anyway, beautiful.
Alrighty, so today we're heading off to a little tag-along tour here at the Parry Creek Farm Stay. So basically you just meet here in the morning at 7:30, take us around the property a little bit and show us some of the plants and animals that are sort of native to the area. So we're just hanging down here waiting. There's a big line of four-wheel drives. You take your own four-wheel drive and you head off along with him and see some interesting things. So we're going to go do that today.
There's a ton of people on this thing.
There is a very popular tour.
Yeah. Whoa, stop watching. Check this out. We've got some new merchandise. We've got stubby coolers and some stickers. So if you want to help the channel out, make sure you jump over to our Facebook page or Instagram page and send us a DM so we can hook you up with some good merchandise. Yep, they work. Anyway, back to what you're watching.
So that was our tag along tour, which was pretty cool, eh?
Yeah. Nice and informative.
Yeah. Learned lots of things about the area and a lot about the indigenous culture around here. So very cool, very worth coming to. It was free, so basically it's just your accommodation for the night. So definitely well worth the visit.
Good job, Parry Creek Farm.
Good job. Alrighty, so we've come down to Wyndham, and one of the things that Wyndham is super famous for is for the giant, great big crocodile in the main street. We saw this last night when we came out to look at, and the kids have eyed it off, so we thought we better come back in daylight today and check it out. And it looks pretty cool. That is one massive crocodile. Go stand near it, guys, so we can see the difference in you and the crocodile. That's huge!
It's even bigger than me. If it puts its head down, we'll get squished like a pancake.
You would. Squished like a pancake. Look at the size of him.
This.
That's pretty cool. A lot of hard work's gone into making this fella. Alrighty, so we're just making our way sort of around Wyndham just to check it out and see what's around. We've stopped in at, as you saw, we did the big crocodile, and now we've popped down to the jetty. We had some yummy cakes down at the
Pastries. Ooh.
pastries at the what's it called?
Croc
The Croc
Cafe.
Cafe. They do croc pies and barramundi pies there as well. We didn't try them because it's a bit early for pies, but they look delicious, and there was barramundi and garlic. That sounds yum.
We'll get one on the way out.
Maybe. Anyway, so yeah, so we've done that. Just kind of drove to the town. Unfortunately, it looks like it's really been impacted by COVID, and
Yeah, it's a bit of a ghost town.
yeah, it is a bit of a ghost town. There's a museum here that you can check out. We don't have time for that today, but it looks like it will be quite interesting. And yeah, a lot of history about the port here and the early days where it was set up for the gold rush, when they found gold out at Halls Creek, but mainly it ended up being used as a area for the meatworks and exporting cattle.
Yes.
Yes, very good. So yeah, so we just kind of come through fairly quickly, and we're going to head out now back to our camp and get ready and go for a drive down towards Ivanhoe Crossing and check out some waterfalls and attractions down that way.
Should be good.
Should be.
No.
Alright, so we've just turned off the track that goes into Secret Spring. It's not marked or anything. On Wikicamps it's marked as the Spring Creek entry point or something. Spring Creek Road entry point. And this road apparently goes for about 8 k's into Secret Springs, but it does take about 45 minutes to an hour, so it's a fairly choppy four-wheel drive track by the look of it. And reading Wikicamps, it also says that there's about 8 river crossings as well, so depth of obviously depending on what time of the year it is, and yeah, how much water's left in the creeks. So we'll trek along here and see what we can find.
Give the car a bit of a wash.
Yeah.
Should be good.
Softer?
Well, we had to go fast for that one.
Yeah, a little bit soft. Crossings where you can't see the exit.
A bit of a longer one. You can see the bottom though, it's very rocky.
And of course it's water.
Oh, it's touching under the body, so that's how deep it is. Side step deep.
It's a bit squeezy for the big girl.
Get a good spray.
decent one.
That was actually deeper than what I thought. Came up to, not over the bonnet, but halfway up the grill.
Yeah.
That's alright.
Pretty decent. Alright, so we made it out here.
Oh, that was a good little drive, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's actually a cool little forward drive track.
Yeah.
So it took us about 35 minutes, 40 minutes from the turn off. So that's not too bad.
I think the slowest part, the slowest part is just all the rock. There's a lot of loose rocks that you've really got to just crawl over. So
Yeah.
that's, I think, what takes the time.
Yeah,
But
and the last probably 1.5 k's was fairly windy and tight through the trees. So
yeah.
it's at the end of the road, so we're going to have some lunch here. And it sounds like the pools are not far away at all. You can sort of see some running water through here.
Yeah, and hear it.
And hear it. So we might just have a quick little look and then we'll have some lunch and then go for a swim.
Sounds good. Alright, we've had our lunch. We're all packed up, ready to go. Chuck the drone up there and you can see that there's a few extra pools up there, which is good to know. So we'll go for a long walk first. We'll go to the very top and work our way back down into the bottom pool here, so it should be good. Always fun finding water holes and flowing waterfalls.
You got no shoes on, guys. You might as well walk through the water.
So we've opted for the no shoes approach, purely because we don't want to have wet shoes climbing up the thing and we don't want to lose them. So it's literally a 30-metre walk from where the car is, so nothing too major.
Wow, this is so beautiful.
There's the water.
Gorgeous. So this is the bottom pool here, and then apparently if you scramble up these rocks, there are more like infinity pools up the top there, so we'll be going to check those out, that's for sure. So that rope there is how you get up the side of the waterfall to get up to the next level. So that could be fun. No trouble to him. He doesn't even care.
You don't even need the rope. Just wait up there, okay?
Good job, buddy. Just wait there.
Maybe next time.
Try not to get your feet wet going across. Don't get your feet wet.
I think it's more coming down that's going to be fun.
It looks the same. Hold Dad's hand to jump across. It's actually not as hard as it looks or as scary as it looks. There's plenty of space to grab onto. Up you go, Dad.
Oh, I just want to get my butt, don't I? For the views. Yeah, this is a little one.
Well, that's the hardest bit, I think. So we're up to the next little pool here, and there's like a beautiful running stream. So we'll keep going along and see what we can find.
Yeah, there's definitely another one further up, so another waterfall. But yeah, very
Okay.
very cool and not too challenging.
No.
able-bodied athletes like us can do it, should be all good. Of course, definitely fresh, even with this hair wetsuit I've got. But it's definitely worth it. How cool is this? So we always check the depth before we jump in. So the kids already came in here, we came in here, have a bit of a swim, make sure it's deep enough before you jump off these, because last thing you want is getting hit or landing on a rock, breaking your foot up here.
So it's a pretty cool little spot.
Pretty awesome.
It's even different to any other ones that we've found all across Australia. So you can just keep on getting surprised everywhere you go. Absolutely beautiful.
No wonder why they call it Secret Springs.
Yeah. And we're the only ones here. Whoop, whoop. Exciting. Why do they say not to?
I think there's a hole with it. There's a hole with it.
So now we go the downward travel.
Down.
Mum couldn't wait till she got to the car.
Mum couldn't wait until we got to the car because we are parents.
You wear pants.
Some of them are a little bit soft and sandy. This one's got quite a sandy bottom and doesn't have a rocky bottom at all, so send it. Oh, you can feel that stick a bit more.
Yeah.
So on our way back along, we've stopped here at Button's Crossing, which is a cool little free camp right on the river, right on the Ord River. And you can basically just camp anywhere along here. It's all like riverbed, like gravel, and it's just an awesome spot actually. There's heaps of caravans along here. You can access it easily enough. You come through, you could either go through the way we've come, like along the Parry Creek Road, or you could come from Kununarra and come across the Ord River crossing and across to here, just depending on which way you're coming from. But yeah, it's fantastic. There's heaps of spots on the river here. There are crocodiles in these rivers, but I don't think there'd be too much of an issue when you're camped up along here, and probably great for fishing. So yeah, not a bad little spot at all. It's really cool. Definitely one to keep on the list. Bit of modern day rock art going on here.
Hello.
And the fishermen out over here.
Caught a massive one, but I had to put it back because it's too big.
Oh, that's a bummer, isn't it?
It's like a family tree, part of you and part of me. And if we should separate, go your own way, I won't wait.
Rightio, so that was the Ivanhoe Crossing.
Yeah, done that last year, we've done it this year.
Yeah, it's been about almost a full year between crossings.
And always good to wash the underbelly of the car, so do it a couple of times.
Yeah, and plus the kids love it, so they make us go back and forth. But anyway, that was fun. That was a really good day, I think. We did that little bit of a round loop. We've got to close the loop still, but it has been fantastic, hasn't it?
Such a good day. Good day exploring.
Yeah.
Learning stuff this morning on that walkabout or tag along tour, which was good.
Really good. The only thing is we did miss a few things that we probably would have liked to have seen. If we had more time, we could have almost made it a 2-day loop, hey?
Yeah.
Like sort of gone to Button's Crossing and left the caravan there, and then gone out and done the waterfalls, like done some of the waterfalls today and then some tomorrow. So Black Rock Falls we didn't get to, and also what was the other one? Middle Springs, which is over that way. And we didn't really get to those, but the reviews are that they're not flowing so well this time of the year, so we gave them a miss anyway. But you definitely could make that loop, yeah, like a 2-day thing, and sort of stop and camp at Buttons and see them all if you wanted to.
Yeah, definitely worth it.
Yeah, so that was really cool. It's been a great day, seen lots, gave the car a wash. Now it's time to go back and make some dinner.
Yeah.
It's been good.
Alright, so that was Parry Creek Farm Stay. Really good. We really liked it. Got good facilities. We've got a swimming pool here. There's like a restaurant sort of bar thing that books out really quick. We didn't get in. We were too slow, but looked really good, like good meals. Good facilities. They've got shower block, camp kitchens, laundry. The unpowered sites where we stayed were $30 a night and $45 for powered. It's a talk discount too, so if you've got kids they stay free, so it's even better. So we love that. Now, over there is the caravan sites. They're a bit dusty at the moment because they're in the middle of making them. So we opted for the unpowered sites, but obviously because we've got water, we've got good batteries and everything, so that's all good. But yeah, it's that'll be good once it's finished. I think they're in the midst of doing it. So anyway, very good stay. We enjoyed it quite a lot. We probably could have stayed here longer, to be honest. Kununarra has got a lot of things to go for it. A lot of little tracks that you can do, and awesome springs and billabongs and gorges and things like that you can go to. So definitely worth doing. And if you're going to come out here, I'd probably do at least 3 or 4 nights so you can really explore it. Kate and I talked about it earlier, and it's almost like it's a mini Gibb River. All the things, there's a track that you can do, lots of offshoots of different things, so really cool. Anyway, that's us. Kununarra done and surrounding suburbs done. We're heading out of WA now, which we don't know when we'll be back, unfortunately, but we love WA and we wish we could stay longer, but we're heading into Northern Territory, so let's go. But first we've got to wash the van because it's shocking. So we thought before we head all the way out of Kununarra, we'll stop in at the Grotto, which is in between Wyndham and Kununarra. And there's 145 or 150 stairs just down there that go down into like a watering hole. I think you can sort of see it down there. Anyway, so we thought we'd just check it out. We've got the van still attached, so there's plenty of room up here for vans and that sort of thing to turn around. Anyway, we'll go check it out. So you can see in the background there, that's where the waterfall would be flowing if it was flowing, but it's not because obviously it's more dry in the dry season. But yeah, it looks pretty cool from up here. Now we'll go down and have a look. Alright, so we didn't end up going down. Just we've got other things on we've got to do today, and the water looked a bit stagnant. So yeah, we didn't really feel it was worth going in. But definitely looks cool. Check it out. Obviously if it is flowing, if it's in the wet season, or even if it's just had rain or whatever and that waterfall is flowing, it'd be awesome. But anyway, not today. We've got to head off, we've got to keep going. So off to Northern Territory. Alright, so we made it here to the car wash. This is a pretty important thing when you're traveling around to find these sort of places that are big enough you can fit caravans in. There's a good one at Kununarra, so check it out. I don't know what it's called, but it's look for car wash in there, but anyway, really good. We're not doing a full detail, obviously we're just getting rid of all the bulk amount of dust. Like, this is just shocking. We're going to be on highway for another couple of days, so we thought we might as well give it a good once over now. Anyway, we'll get going. Alright, she's all done and dusted now. A lot cleaner than what it was. Still not perfect, but anyway. How good's that? Now the car's jealous. Anyway, let's go. don't see that every day on your travels into your campsite, do you? How good's that?
Certainly know that you're in cattle country when you start seeing all that going on.
All the cows everywhere.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're just having a bit of an inspection. We're almost there. Oh, I've got about 30 k's to go, but I know that road was shocking coming in. The last probably 60, 80 k's. Yeah, pretty rough, even with tyres down, all that sort of stuff. Just, I don't know if it's just because it's had rain recently or just the roads are shocking, but I thought we'd just check the van out. I reckon we're going to have some damage, but let's see. So I did a little bit of drive up here to the 5 rivers. This is a 5 finger.
5 rivers, look out.
Yeah.
Send it.
Is that what you do, Ari?
Send it.
Just gotta send it.
Send it.
Junior and senior. Oh, hello.
Like a gazelle.
You're watching me be all unco. I was making sure he didn't fall over. I wasn't even watching what you were doing.
Just graceful as ever, darling.
Okay, so I got the bad goggles look on at the moment, but that's okay. So I'm gonna jump down there with you guys. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1.